Hello there everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome back to Aspera. Yes, welcome back. I think I want to add an areological scanner to this area just so that it starts finding out what the heck's around it, kind of thing. It does kind of need that. Besides which I have, I'm doing okay. Power output is fine. Let's check my power grids. Local area is operating at plus 35. So yeah, I have done a little bit of poking around since last time. There's a couple of things I'd like to note. This is one of them. If we go into electrical view, it does give us a overview of what's going on in a given power grid, and there's a marker somewhere around here which tells me how well this grid's doing. Well, there should be. Oh, there it is, down there. Why is it down there? Plus 19.6. Right. Well, this one's apparently doing really well. So that's one thing. Another thing is areological scanners. You know the whole white and blue and then grey thing? I wasn't sure what that was. Now I know from watching them working in a couple of plays that is... Basically, there's a scan speed boost going on. I was suspecting this in the last part, I believe, but it is confirmed by my observations. The white tiles scans really quickly, the blue tiles scan fairly fast, and then everything else has a basic speed to them. So it's all well and good in the hood. Yes. But yes, we are back on Mars. We are going to continue development. We are going to claim this place in the name of humanity and spread my influence, my AI, myself, my very self, across the planet. And doesn't that sound like a worthy goal? Yeah, well, yeah, it is a worthy goal, truly. I am without doubt the one that needs to be controlling the planet. Upgraded roads allow for top travel speeds to within the base. Superior roads. Well, that's our best road option, and that means the next tech I want is the Hyperloops. I just want to double check and make sure there's nothing else I want to try and grab. Like level 2 factories is potentially helpful, but not something I exactly need at the moment. Don't need space mirrors, don't need extra landing sites. Biotech I'm okay with. I do actually have still have space for people. Actually, wait. No, I don't. I could actually use more people. That's really cheap. I'll get that in no time, I'm sure. Give me bigger colonies. But I think I'll also give this place a power upgrade. But this place is somewhat overtaxed, so let's go ahead and do that. Around here? Here. Thankfully, this place is doing a great job at building up stockpiles. This will be a nice
upgrade for the colonies. They will be able to fit more people.
Look how fast that's going. Due in 12-3. Done. Oh, my research capacity has greatly improved through all of this. Well, let's go on to the big one then. Let's go for the Hyperloops, and then I can begin a phase of this game I have never done before. Which is actually restructuring things. Oh good, there's more people. Goody good. I wanted more people just to get the nuclear silo research a bit faster, because I don't know how slow or fast the black dust thing is after that update. I mentioned this before, and that's something I wanted to do. Oops. I swear I'll be on site soon. Black polar dusting requires aluminium parts, electronics and chemicals. We are in good condition, so I'll add that one to active. We'll get started. And I think I'll prepare an additional landing site as well. We are doing okay for those two, so yeah, we're doing well. We're doing well. Just let this game truck along a little bit more. I mean, look at our total resource stockpiles are excellent. Very tasty. Though admittedly it might be better to just like stretch a worker line between the two bases at this point. And in all honesty, we will need worker access along the route too. That's purely because, well, the Hyperloop structures will need maintenance and power supplies to function, so we're going to need some kind of infrastructure along the way. Materials will need to be fed, maintenance hubs will need to be running. It's we could do maximum length Hyperloops, but the thing with that is I think it would limit travel speed. If it really is restricted to like one thing moving along it at a time, don't get me wrong, it's very, very darn fast. It's just might not be the best. Anyway, the How Long nuclear missile silo research. We arrived to a knuckle-deep layer of dust covering the main entrance. The radiation levels were high, but nothing unexpected or hazardous. Our spacesuits were more than enough to shield us from the radiation, allowing us to examine the building. We recovered the mission's action plan. They were planning to drop nuclear weapons stored in the silo on Martian poles. How Long was real. Yes, I know it was real. Okay, Valentine.
Amy, good news. We found How Long's nuclear silo. We also cracked their system. So we've got all their technology in hand. Boy, aren't we lucky that I studied Chinese and could read everything. I mean, off the record and everything.
You studied Chinese? Off the record. Find it interesting.
That is interesting. Chinese has been forbidden in the Oxy-UN countries since before you were born.
Well, it's publicly forbidden. But it's still pretty common in the streets. And a very useful tool if you're willing to pay for it. Easier to fight the techies when you can understand their comms yourself. And look how useful it's been. Now we can use their microsuns to melt the poles.
Incorporating their technology will be a big leap forward for the mission.
I couldn't agree more. What a discovery.
The techies. Fighting the techies. So whatever arose from China and the Asian continent governments, apparently there's a lot of hostility or friction or something going on there. Basically, they're not very, very happy people with us. And I think my food supply is... Current demand is 8.8 out of 9.1. I can only produce up to 8.4 and I'm making less than that. Okay, I need more food. Flat out, I need an extra food factory going. Or level 2 factories would be nice too, but right now it's level 1 factories all I've got. Not that I really mind, I can build up to 650 structures, but yeah, that's... Get that up and running. How's the traffic level?
This is not an easy choice to make. I do want to give Elia and the colonists what they want, but not by doing this. But it has left me unsettled. Does what we do for others define who we are?
Possibly. Not necessarily. It doesn't have to be for others. I think.
Not necessarily. Sometimes you have to do things for others that you do not want to do.
That's a fair point.
If I choose not to use the microsuns, what will the colonists think of me?
They will be happy I'm not spreading extra radiation across Mars, maybe? Then again, they'll miss one heck of a fireworks display, so... It's hard to say, isn't it? Oh, but I'm almost there, though. I'm almost at Hyperloops. So this should be good when we get to it. It's just, how are you guys doing? You're doing the initial landing site. You are just waiting on aluminium. You are black polar dusting. Again, aluminium. Oh, wait. Some aluminium mines shut down, didn't they? But my potential output for aluminium is actually incredibly high. Curious. Why am I... It must be a traffic problem, actually. Yeah, transport's having a few issues. Some of the roads are overloading.
Hyperloops. The stuff of legends on Earth. This technology will allow me to connect distant sites across Mars. I will be able to spread out so much farther. Fitting that the first Hyperloops will be built here. The 21st century entrepreneur that pioneered the technology is actually buried on Mars.
Is he? He must have been on... He must have gone to on one of the Mars missions. Is that a real thing? I mean, I remember NASA was doing like a Mars mission kind of thing. Is the person who came up with Hyperloops actually going? I was not aware of this. Hyperloops haven't been developing as people have been claiming or promised either, though. So it's like it's one of those technologies which has not really managed to develop in the current world. So, you know.
Would the colonists resent me for going against their wishes?
Oh, they want nukes.
They would be disappointed, but I hope they would come to understand my reasoning. Eventually.
But they've not told me they wish to use the nukes, so... Yeah, but on the other hand, researching that seems to give me access to uranium mines, actually. Uranium. What's the uranium deposit look like? Or is it something that I just haven't located yet? It might be something I've only just known about it, so it might not be near me. There's a lot of silicon down there, actually. Jeez. Excuse me for clearing my throat like that. It's just like kind of need to do that a bit at the moment because it's the weather outside is getting to me a little bit. Oh no, another mine shut down. Farewell, Iron Mine 2-1. Your service was exemplary. It truly was. New colonists arrived. Directive complete. Oh, good. Does that mean we've actually got one of the things going then? I think we've had one launch of black dust, so that's good. That's starting. We're almost there. Hyperloops, 28 months. Come on, Hyperloops. Yep. Goodbye, Iron Mine. What's that done to my production? Production's okay. Kinda. I still want to mine up that uranium and become a nuclear power. Oh, there's another iron mine that's shut down as well. Actually, that means that's a priority task now. If the iron mines are falling silent, that means I need to get more iron in production ASAP. Because that's 2 iron mines literally that have just fallen. Well, fallen, they weren't under attack or anything, it's just like they've gone dark. There's one. And there's one over there, but that's outside my reach a bit. There's one over there, which is out of my allowed permission area. I'm gonna have to push ahead with one of my existing plans, actually, which is this area here. Yes. And that is exploit the low zone. I know. The low zone is a risky place to be as we continue to terraform the planet. But the fact is, once this area goes underwater, I don't believe I get anything that can actually harvest from the area. I can't get any underwater mines or anything like that. Or at least I don't think I can. I don't think anything underwater techy like that. So, if I want to actually exploit these resource deposits, I kind of have to do it ASAP and just burn through them as fast as possible. Same as how as I was saying earlier, these research outposts are a great boost, but they are temporary. Far too temporary. So I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to try and do some stuff about this. How far has the scan gone? The scan is still operating in the area as well, so there might be more resources out there. Darn. Okay, I'll install a connection there. I'll need a power link. Transformers. Why am I feeling the urge to watch Transformers again? Right. So I'll need to do that. I'll need maintenance facilities, of course, to keep an eye on things. So let's pop that here, actually. It's in a slightly raised spot. It's between those mines, so that's all well and good. Prioritize getting the power up. And just to help make things a bit easier, give me a road link back to here. So this will increase the demand on the area, but as you can see, resources are already starting to flow. And I think I'll also prioritize the mining sites around here as well. I feel like that should be pulling from them. Like, if a place needs a resource, it'll pull from a prioritized. Though that is just speculation on my part, I must admit. I do not know if that is actually a thing. Feels kind of like it should be, but I just don't know. Okay. I should also keep speed going as well. That's something else I've noticed in this compared to like when I'm just like mucking around a little bit. Which I feel like I should explain a little bit. When I've just been mucking around, like when I was experimenting a bit, just trying to work things out, I felt like the game went a lot faster than the YouTube series has been going so far. And I have come to a realization why that is the case as well. It's like that because, flat out, on the YouTube series I've kept slowing down to listen to things, to explain to things. But when I was just like doing the mess around thing, I was just going flat out and letting the game play. And, oh, that's a bit too far back actually. Oops. I want to scrap you and give me a maintenance facility which can reach all of these mines. I think it's going to intercept the main transit routes. Yeah, it does a bit, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll just prioritize power links and get things sorted out, and there we go. But it's all having to flow up from the central area, which is not too bad. How's food doing? Food's okay. Actually, you know what? Let's go over here and do the colony upgrades too. More people means more research, means more tech, means more shiny things, and I get to expand my influence on the planet. That's what this is all about, isn't it? End of the day. Also, notice here, when I upgrade these things, they add a secondary dome to it. So we do literally make the colony bigger. Though there does seem to still be a bit of transport lag going on in the area. Then again, spaceports are high demand structures, so it's like, yeah. There we go, more colonies. Hooray! I should also probably expand down here to the Infinity Lander. Site to the first 2 people to land on the planet. It sounds like a place I should be looking to try and acquire, if possible. It's just a bit of a long route to get there, still. Many hundreds of kilometers. In fact, I don't know what the distance scaling is on Mars. How big is Mars? Pretty darn big, I think, isn't it? It's not like I can just get out a ruler and stretch it over the surface of the planet. Oh, we lost the water. We lost the water. How's our water doing? Our water is struggling a bit, but it's trying. Okay, there's some water towards this resource zone that I was working into down here, so that's okay. On the other hand, though, I do have a new lander all set and ready to go, so that is something at the very least. I just have to figure out where I want to put it. I mean, if you recall, the whole goal of like, the lander thing was like to allow the Hyperloop connection to be produced more smoothly. But then again, a big problem is like the lack of materials and things. Sorry, materials? Yeah, I'll have to nurture that base to get it off the ground. So maybe I should actually plant this at the Infinity Lander site instead. And do what I did over here, just turn it into a remote research base and then connect it later with the Hyperloops. Actually, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. Let's drop it over here. After all, more research is what we need. More research. LU C Lee Factory. I should burst into song. I am a musical AI. Fax glass in the background. It'll be fine, I swear. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I could just leave it on fast forward and watch it go. I mean, this base is doing great. Let's have a look. It's got some iron. It doesn't have enough silicon, actually. Maybe I could do with some more silicon mining. I mean, it's not like it's short on silicon. This place has a lot of silicon available to it. I'm looking at the raw materials though. It's got a good amount of aluminium. It's got no silicon in reserve, since it's running on a single mine. It's got no water to speak of. Something it could do is upgrade some of its mines. Is that a smart thing to do here? I mean, it's got hundreds and hundreds of materials left in reserve at its available mines, so... Oh, that silicon mine is actually going to run dry pretty soon. You aren't short of materials at all. Alright, let's do a mass mine upgrade on this guy. Just to ensure that he's got all the extras. So every one is 5 aluminium, 5 steel. Let's boost the iron mine, as I forgot where it is. There it is. Upgrade the iron mine. Upgrade that faltering silicon mine. That's 10. There's 7 there. It seems like it's got a transport deficit as well. Let's check it. yeah, it has got a bit of a transport deficit. It is working on it, but it seems like it had a worker malfunction actually, so that's part of why it's having trouble. But I don't want to put a work hub there because I'm actually saving that. I want that spot to be the location of a shiny Hyperloop connection. Why do I want it there? I want it there because it's right next to the landing site, and the landing sites are currently serving as my storage depots. So, you know, I need that material just to keep everything going. Also, I really hope that that's not too close. Is it too close? Have I messed up? I have not. Ooh, good. It's just the Infinity Lander seems to have a bigger selection point than I was expecting. So I was worried for a moment there. Also, I need a new solar farm, so let's crack that down. Get things operational. A new iron drill for you there. How's the main base going? Pretty well. The resources are expanding down here kind of quickly, actually. And this area is actually almost operational. I'll just prioritize those mines too. Looks like it's suffering from a lack of workers, though. Poor base. If only there was more ability to try and do that kind of thing. Wait, no, I don't want it to... that might cost me the base. I wish that I didn't keep doing that, but it's way too easy to click, see, ooh, up arrow, click it. And it turns out that it's actually the upgrade icon, which is going to consume 5 steel from this place. And I wish there was a cancel button for upgrading. So that might cost me actually this expansion effort, which sucks, but down it goes. And then if I rebuild it, it is actually still only a level 1, so it'll rebuild with a 3-3. Actually, no, hang on. What I need is the steel factory, and I need the the steel factory and the carbon mine. As long as I can get those two in place, that requires 3 for that. Please say there's enough. I think that. Oh, I think I just about made it. Just because I scrapped it down, I wasted a little bit of steel, but I didn't waste it enough to actually crash this little colony. That was too close. I did say in Aspera mode, it actually does have some issues. Like, it can be kind of easy to run out of material, but yeah, it's like steel seems to be this kind of sticky one. But if you scrap anything, really, it causes issues. Also, that one seems to be blue now. It's kind of odd. Oh. What the heck happened to you? I think it got hit by a meteor or something. I don't know what else could have done that. But come on, Hyperloop, 3 months. Almost there. Almost there. I just feel like I feel like I'm waiting on the resource and materials to develop. And I also admit they really have made black dust a lot more balanced, because it was way easier before to use black dust, so it was definitely overpowered. But now I find myself actively waiting for it, and it's like, why is it taking so long? Let's prioritize the spaceports. But in the meantime, though, we've got Hyperloops. Da-da-da-da! Hyperloops! We've got the Hyperloops. With the Hyperloops, we can loop to hyper proportions. Yes. So, what do I want? I could go with mines. I could go with better factories. I do want the extra storage, if you recall, because I said that was something I wanted to do with the Hyperloops as I reorganise my base. Batteries is also a good idea, though. So let's pick up storage, followed by batteries, and we can start to lay in our Hyperloop system. Landing sites must be connected. The Hyperloops themselves require powers, require maintenance. And as you can see, it's a fairly sizable structure, but I just want it so close because it's like really quick, easy access to anything stored to go ship it where I want it to be. So let's pop that there. The thing is, though, an initial launch can't actually produce a Hyperloop because of the need of polymers and parts and electronics and things. So there aren't enough refined materials included. Like, there's no parts, there's no polymers. A new landing spot doesn't come with those, so you need some supporting industry nearby just to get things ready. Also, I think everything's breaking down here right now. It is a little bit. Nothing major. I think that warning symbol is just that it's not in a maintenance zone more than anything else. At least I've got that going. So what I need is the electronics factory. Yeah, the electronics factory will help. With that, I can produce extra power supply, and that base is secured. What I want, though, is to get the Hyperloop system up and running. Now, one of the drawbacks of a Hyperloop system is they have a minimum range, so they can only be so close to an additional Hyperloop hub. Well, I call it a hub, but it's like this. There is a minimum range, so you can't go too close. You can go fairly close, though, must admit. And I'm tempted to do so. But if we look, each one only requires 2 power. But that's the minimum range, like about here. So it's about to this one. If we stretch it out, though, we can go as far as all the way out here on a single Hyperloop connection. And I think I'll install a single Hyperloop connection all the way out to here, like this area. Just for quick and easy access to this general section. Like, if I put it right there, it's not in the flood zones or anything. So it'll maintain connection out here, even if the flood zone starts to come up. And in fact, that entire area is outside the flood zones anyway, so it's like... But if I put it there... prioritize that. And then that'll help with this long transportation line to and from the colonies out there, won't it? Now, another thing is, Hyperloops are not automatic. They are like a road upgrade. We have to tell it to connect the Hyperloop, which is actually that one. And I want it to connect to that one there, which is 23 carbon, 23 steel. Unfortunately, I don't think I can tell it to do that until it completes it. Ooh, storage. Right, batteries next, please. So yeah, we're going to have to wait for that, but I'm afraid I'm out of time, though, so... we're going to have to leave it off there a little bit. We'll get our first Hyperloop section in operation next time. And we'll see how it affects the traffic going on, because if you look, like, there's a lot of traffic, the roads are red, like overuse. And we'll kind of see how well it'll handle a supply flow going back and forth between them. But, yeah. Next time, we start reorganizing and arranging the base. Or that's my plan. Hopefully it'll go well. But until then, this has been iMark3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. And I'll catch you all some other time. Yes. That is now up, so yes. Hyperloop. Connect. Do I need to right click? Oh no, that time it did it. So yeah, it does need to be completed, so yeah. See you all later.